Yeah, another new Marvel Snap card this week is Sparky, which you can find in the Super Premium Pass, or now you can also get this one as a Series 5 card in Series 5 packs. And if you're a big move enjoyer, it actually might be worth it. I think this card looks really, really strong in move decks. Number one, as a 2-cost card, it's just a super cheap move enabler. Just getting an extra move can be crazy powerful, and the fact that you can play this down early as an activate card as well can definitely open up some lines. You know, just play this on 2, save it for even like turn 6. I played this, or activated this on turn 6 many times, like post Heimdall even, to kind of reposition things a little bit. So that's really nice. You don't have to sequence as much as cards like, you know, some of Iron Fist and Ghost Spider and stuff. They're great. They're cheap. They can be tough to sequence. This lets you plan things out a little better, which for me, I like. Sometimes move gets so crazy hectic. Being able to play it, forget it, and then come back to it later, super helpful. On top of that, this +3 power buff, number one, just good, solid base stat line. In total, this is a 2/4, kind of in that cloak space. But, of course, with cards like Human Torch, that scales even further because that +3 gives him those extra stats. So, you know, he goes to 6, and then he goes to 9, and then on the move back, he goes to 18, which can make the total output from Sparky insane. You know, that final double on a torch can be worth like 20, 30 power or whatever, and Sparky feels absolutely nuts in those instances. But, you know, that +3 always basically turns into +6 when you're talking about Human Torch. So between that and the extra move, just puts in a lot of power on this deck. Now, this specific list is a really cool variation on move that I liked a lot better. I pulled up Sparky lists on Untapped to see what was performing the best, and this was the number one Sparky deck. It may be from another streamer. If you know who made this, please feel free to shout them out in the comments below. But I liked this because it had this kind of bigger curve, specifically using Blink as a way to basically tutor out like a Heimdall or a Hellion, sometimes Eliath as well, of course, in order to like get a more reliable late game move. Because just hitting a big Hellion or Heimdall, of course, can completely transform this deck. There are also some pretty good looking bounce move decks as well playing Sparky. Those are always so much harder to play though, with all the crazy iterations of all the bounces and cycles and stuff. So I definitely liked playing this a lot more. This seemed way more fun, far more manageable as well. Like just, you know, kind of easier to play as far as my play style is concerned. And it was great, as the data suggests on Untapped at large. I also had a really good run with this one. I fired off a quick 7-3. I do know at least one of those games was against a bot, so I can only say 6-3 confidently. But still was able to piece together some pretty big wins against real opponents, and I was surprised just how big the numbers got consistently across all 3 spots. If you position well with Sparky, I feel like this offers a lot of post Heimdall flexibility. Whereas in the past, you know, sometimes after that Heimdall, because it's the last thing you did, everything would condense down into like 2 spots or whatever, right? You'd feel like overcommitted almost in 2 spots. But then Sparky allows you to shift one of those cards back to where it started, and that can really help you go 3 across sometimes and just surprise people and distribute power more evenly. So it seemed very, very good as far as I was concerned. Not a move expert, but I liked this deck, and I thought Sparky was strong. So maybe one of my favorite move decks I've ever played, in fact. And I think you're going to enjoy this one too. Heyo, Olympia, so many cards. I love having extra cards. It's very fun to have extra cards. I don't, if you could say, well, why don't you just always give yourself this many cards in hand? It's a dangerous road, my friend. I'd be careful with that. Do we put in the Kraven first, or we just get going on the move stuff? I feel like the Kraven's almost a backup plan, right? I don't know. I always feel like it's with Heimdall, Kraven's never bad because you can just dump a Kraven on 5, Heimdall into it, you know, and you got like +6, he's a 2/9 or whatever. It's really easy. But I think when you got stuff like Torch just ready to go, I think you go this route instead, right? Torch makes you just so freaking enormous. And then you probably try to build another location that's like Hellion Heimdall, and you got like 18 there, Torch solos. Sparky would be fun, but he's coming in a little late this game, so might have missed his window here. Can always be good with Torch anyway, but X-Mansion, Elixir garbage, Ronin, completely insane. I don't know why this always happens. I feel like I am constantly ripped off by my freaking X-Mansions. It's probably just bias, but I feel that way. Torch goes mid so that we can cloak him right and then set up for some Heimdall plays, or Hellion maybe too, to stagger it out. Gotta figure out this Hellion Heimdall pathing here. Victoria hand for the opponent. Blech. Ronan doesn't get buffed. Can I dump my hand anyhow? No, it's all outrageously expensive cards, honestly. Could play a Sparky this turn. Oh, we do get a Sparky this turn. Oh. Okay, Sparky after Heimdall seems particularly interesting, right? You move Torch here. Oh, I gotta move. Oh, I can move Dagger here. Yeah, thanks to Madam Web. That's really good. So, hold up. Well, I want Torch to be the last thing I move, right? Hold up. So Dagger, Torch. Oh, Torch. Well, actually, if Torch is here, won't he be the last? Oh my God, the new card click. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna mess up now. I'm out of time. Oh my God, I'm out of time. No, I need him here. Okay, we're not out of time. Won't Torch be the last thing I move anyway after a Heimdall? You know, so I can like send him back right, basically is what I'm saying. So you can like stagger up elsewhere. I gotta make sure Dagger has space left. Oh, how do I do that? Oh no, she does. 2 cards moving in. So like Heimdall mid. Oh, Torch doesn't move if you Heimdall mid though. Maybe you got a Heimdall right, but that's where your Torch is going. You don't want that. Oh crap, I gotta figure this out. Oh God, why is this always so hard? Why is it always so hard? So if I Heimdall mid, yeah, Torch doesn't move. If I Heimdall left, Torch doesn't. You have to Heimdall behind the Torch to get him to move. But then you send a Torch back right. Is that actually ever good? Does Dagger hold left with Elixir and Craven? I mean, Craven's only gaining 4. Dagger's gaining 4. And that's just 11. So you're adding 19 left. Torch goes mid and then he pulls back right. I mean, like honestly, mids, you don't win mid, no, because it's just Dagger, Cloak, or excuse me, Monster, Cloak, Sparky. I honestly don't know. I hope Torch moves right like we think. Oh, Juggernaut I think is fine. I think we beat exactly, yeah, I think Juggernaut's fine. We gain 6 now off Dagger instead of 4, which is nice. Sparky's gonna send Torch back right, even though he doesn't really need to, but it's, you know, it's a clearer lead anyway. Nice, Sparky, let's go. By trailing that Torch, dude, we just gave ourselves so much extra power. Wow. Okay, I don't know if that was perfect, but I kind of felt like I did see the lines a little bit there at least. And that was a great late Sparky, dude. Turn 5 Sparky still paid off. I mean, what was that? That last hit was outrageous, right? We're at 54, basically 30 points added. I think if I did that right, that's crazy, dude. Okay, we got a Sparky. Nice. I don't know where Vulture goes, but that's probably a fine spot for now. Sparky, we can load up ahead of time. Stark Tower is really, really good for Torch to land in on turn 5. Can we arrange that? I don't know. My ultimate strategy for these move decks, guys, I think yours is probably the same. You go like this, you close your eyes, and you just start throwing cards out, and you hope for the best. I'm going to play Cloak and Sparky next turn, though. I know that. Hellion on 5 actually is pretty cool. Yeah, that could leave us into some good Stark Tower stuff, like put Hellion elsewhere for Torch and Vulture or whatever. So probably Sparky right, Cloak mid, move these 2 mid, leave them there into turn 5 so that they get buffed, and then you play Hellion. And you use Sparky to distribute the power separately from Hellion, I think. Yeah, this actually is looking pretty good. We want to make sure we move Torch last, I guess, to benefit more from Sparky. That extra stat scaling. Feel pretty good about where we're at. I kind of see the lines. I got to figure out where Hellion's going, but I think I'll figure it out. I'm stupid, but I'll figure it out, you know? Ultimately, it doesn't maybe... It's like, okay, so Craven gets big. Torch was the last thing we moved, so that's fine, but we do Hellion here, so we move Vulture and Torch both back left again, right? And then you move Torch mid via Sparky, which is great, and then you just play whatever. I guess Eliath would probably actually be the best draw. Maybe a Blink Jhin is kind of cool, actually. That could be kind of fun. So we're gonna Sparky next turn after Torch goes left. Yeah, no, this is great. I mean, I guess do we even put Craven left, don't we? Why not? Move Craven first, then Vulture, then Torch, then Sparky Torch mid, because you assume Torch mid's gonna hold it down. I mean, minus, you know, Shadow King, Shang-Chi, or whatever, as always. That's the caveat we basically always have to issue when I say this card's gonna hold this location. It's like, well, unless it doesn't, you know, but against numbers, let's say. Against numbers, I think we should trust it, because we're going to 6 and then 9 and then back. Well, 18 and 4 with Cloak. Probably not a guarantee, is it? I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Cloak, I guess Cloak's 6. And I also forgot the Stark Tower scaling too. So we're going to 5, 10, 13, 26, and 6 would be 32 power mid, maybe. As we currently have it planned. That's probably not too bad. Craven left, like, could ultimately feel like a little bit of overkill, though, maybe. I don't know. A little extra energy lets us get, like, a dagger down if we want, I guess. You could also blink this Jhin, I guess, I now realize. Oh, nice. We're stopping Silver Surfer for steps for a minute. Okay. Hopefully for good, too, right? We did net a little more benefit from Stark Tower. So, yeah, I guess you just go... Craven, Vulture, Torch. You bring the Torch back. You don't need Heimdall here, do you? No way. Actually, you know what? We can guarantee an Alioth too here. What if we do this? Little bit of help mid, because if I do Jhin blink, by the way, I can get an Aranya, so I want to guarantee the Alioth. So does this leave enough space, right? Everybody goes left. Torch comes through. No, opponent! No, I was about to have the sickest turn ever! Honestly, you're probably still better off playing Blink right, just to get a little more power distribution here, because then you'd have like 17 and 2 is 19. Because you think Torch holds mid pretty safely always. You can see why the opponent retreated. I mean, very heads up retreat. We had pretty much the perfect line with this deck right now. Okay, Vulture. We could probably save Cloak for later. Murder World. Murder World's a funny name if I think about it. I don't know why I like using the word murder. local YouTuber arrested. No, I don't know. I would say like I got murdered. You know, like it's a horrifying word, really. I guess if you think about it, but it's kind of it's a funny sounding word. I don't know. This conversation's gotten out of hand already. I think you guys know what I mean, to be honest. Like, I don't think this conversation's going the way I want, but I kind of think you know what I mean. Sparky getting blinked here. I'd rather maybe just have the Sparky. I don't have a move, though, to do that. I mean, Heimdall Sparky's better later. Maybe you blink the Craven. It's just like Torch is in a spot right now where actually Craven is worth just less power, I think, right? Because Torch, if he gets a full cycle off Sparky, you're in a great spot. It's trailing Torch basically, and it matches a Shaw too. Are you kidding me? So this Craven hits Alioth, which we do some insane way have priority here, which is mind-boggling to me. Played 1 power here. I don't know if that'll connect on anything, but it could. So you got 1 body there. If you play like Heimdall right, you don't really want Heimdall right though, do you? You kind of want Heimdall mid, but then does Torch move? Yeah, Torch still moves. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Oh, nice. We actually stopped whatever this is. Cool. Alioth shutting it down. It is a fallen one. Oh, sick hit. Yeah, they would have had some extra energy here. Not a ton, but a little. I don't hate that. So yeah, this rolls here. You hit Sparky, you activate. Those guys move left. You're pretty strong left still. I mean, you do actually lose some power, but it's still pretty strong, I think. And then mid, you're strong because you have Dagger, Vulture, Heimdall. All 3 of these cards move, and then Sparky sends Torch back right, and Torch is crazy strong right. Yeah. I mean, not crazy strong, I guess. What is he, 6, 9, 18? I mean, that's enough to force right into competitiveness, though, right? 6, 9, 18. Yeah, 18, I think, right? It's enough to be competitive, for sure. I really like this trailing Torch. It's a super cool line. I mean, it seems like they maybe... It's really hard right, though, so I don't know. Maybe we lose right, but how do they win mid if that happens? Brood. Oh, dang, dude. Okay. Brood is tough. I'm gonna hold across the field now. They steal right back, but we definitely did split well enough here that, oh my god, it's so close too, dude. Torch almost soloed right. Yeah. If they'd committed any power differently here, he would have for sure won, but just not competitive enough elsewhere. That Alioth actually kind of won the game here, dude. This list running the Blink, Alioth, Heimdall stuff's pretty cool, actually. I really like that. I don't know where this, I don't know, maybe a streamer made this list or something. I don't know if you guys know. Feel free to drop credit in the comments. I just found it off Untapped. It was really good and really cool. So yeah, Sparky here obviously didn't actually win this, but it was an insane Sparky, you know, basically worth, well, this would have only been a 6 power torch and it's now an 18 power torch. So Sparky was basically worth 12. All right. Sparky. Yeah, he's a great to play early, so that's perfect. Olympia giving us so many freaking cards. Featured location. This is a pretty neutral featured location, I'd say, by the way. Maybe a little better for, like, I don't know, hand decks or something, a double dinosaur. But most decks, just everybody kind of benefits fairly equally from this, I would say. Probably not too many distinct, you know, bonuses or whatever. We go for Vulture. We have kind of like Dagger, Cloak, maybe. I'm trying to think about where things want to go, and to be honest with you, I just have no idea. I'm very smart though to deny the vision. Brilliant plays as always. She moves. Moves into Madam Web. That's gonna make life a little hard, maybe. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Actually, I guess we could do this, right? Then you can move out one, bring in the move out the Sparky, bring in the Vulture, activate the Sparky to bring the Vulture back out again. You still have Madam Web to move the next round of cards as well, which would be... You play Blink? Maybe you play Blink? Is this the right place to do this for the Craven? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Viv's gonna win mid, it looks like, for free, unfortunately. They did not choose to move the Viv. Craven, I mean, he stands to benefit a lot here, but unfortunately he's into the Topaz right now, which is bad news. Dude, I've never seen her animation from the other side. That was wild looking. Okay, so what was I gonna do? I was gonna move Cloak out, move Vulture in, then you move Vulture back with Sparky, then do you Hellion? You Blink? Blink into Heimdall? That sends no, the Heimdall seems kind of premature in a way. Makes you crazy strong mid, moderately strong right. If you do this, can you get a good Alioth on the final turn is what I'm thinking about. I almost wonder if you're better off just going for your move cards, though, into an Alioth, but I'm not guaranteed to draw Alioth is the problem. I don't know, dude. This deck's so hard to play, dude. I'm just going to keep doing what I always do when I play move decks. Just play all the cards and kind of try to trust your instincts a little bit. This animation is just so freaking good. Just kind of try to trust your instincts a little bit and hope that your numbers just get big enough, you know, that you can kind of just like pretend it's okay. Torch is very big and scary. Topaz seems actually quite good for this deck. Oh my god, Dagger is very big and scary. We do have an Alioth hit here. We just take it? I don't hate it, to be honest. The weird thing is they don't really want to play a card like Heimdall because they might make Craven too good. You know what I mean? They can move a Torch over first, though, maybe. If they move a Torch over, how big is he getting? He's at 8. Is the 16? 16.5 is 21. Like, I just don't really beat 21 is the problem, you know? I can actually blink into a Heimdall. Is that ever a play that I want to make? Like, you barely gain any power, but you do get a stronger Craven, and you do get a stronger Vulture mid. I think the Aranya's free there, right? I don't know, dude. I don't really love this, to be honest, but it just depends on what the opponent does. You just don't know what the opponent's gonna do, so you just don't know. Like, it's a cool stack. It makes Craven really big. Ghost Spider. Oh, did we call a shot here maybe by going big mid? Heimdall. I don't think we're big enough for that torch, unfortunately. Yeah, dang it, dude. Torch gets us. Big. Oh, it's freaking close though. Ah! It's so freaking close, dude. Oh my god, it's so freaking close. The Craven got so big, like we said. I thought they might be nervous to Heimdall. Could have moved Madam Web out too, maybe, honestly. Like, did that work? I think it could have worked. I don't remember how everything was lined up. Ah, really close. Heyo, Aranya. Yeah, let's put Aranya wherever. I don't know. I was like torn. There were two pretty good lists on Untapped, and instead of trying to build my own move deck today, I was like, I don't have the brain power for this. We just announced a video game I'm making this week. I've been spending all my brain power on that, to be honest. So I was like, no, I'll just grab somebody else's list. You know, there's two really good lists on Untapped already. It looks like there was one that was more bouncy with like Beast, of course, and Toxin and all that stuff, right? Like Sparky, another pretty cheap card that isn't, I guess, really himself good for bouncing, but just a good enabler on all the stuff you can bounce, you know, an extra torch roll or whatever. But this one seemed a little more my vibe, like a little bigger. Like, I love Blink, and he used to play Blink's pretty cool. So I went this route instead. Speaking of which, what the heck are we gonna do here? Dagger seems a little riskier, right? So maybe we go, I guess you can just go Sparky for now and then still go Aranya into Vulture. And then Vulture moves right next turn to line up for Asgard. That's maybe not the perfect Sparky play yet, but that's okay. We can save Sparky for later for sure. Because I want Vulture to end up in Asgard, not elsewhere. We are basically going to draw our entire deck, by the way. Victoria Hands. Okay, I almost played Victoria Hand and Moira today, but I didn't quite yet. So we'll see. Vulture's still pretty good scaling, right? Like, not crazy, but pretty good. Oh, we do lose that. No biggie, no biggie. So now you can go, like, Dagger Cloak, I guess? Do I really need Asgard? Because if I don't need Asgard, this is actually a pretty cool time to Sparky. Because I could Cloak here and Dagger wherever, right? But then move them all right, which sets up for a good Hellion and Heimdall, maybe. Or Hellion Goliath. I think I like this better, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's worse for Asgard, but I'm saying I basically don't really care. That's what I'm getting at. Like, we have enough cards. We have everything we need to win. That animation is so good. Even that little card thing, like he's grabbed something and he's shaking his head with it. That was such a good animation. It's the first time I've seen Sparky, as you're probably gathering. That is such a good freaking animation. It's really, really cool. So that's a great move there. That's a great move there. Guess you can go Hellion to move these back mid. And then Heimdall, I don't know, or maybe Goliath. It is true that currently Dagger and Vulture are like stuck together, but I could stagger them with Hellion or, of course, Heimdall. And we have Goliath lines too, potentially, to consider. So good news is Hellion's like kind of big on his own, so he's sort of contesting either way, I think. Vulture is very big, by the way. Misery on the hood, so we got more demons potentially coming in. I mean, this deck can definitely put out some big freaking numbers. Can Vulture solo? Not necessarily, no, right? But we might be able to just do Heimdall left with Madam Web and Hellion. You know, maybe even just... Maybe this doesn't even matter. You do that. They don't really get to move twice ever, do they? In a world where you're moving stuff twice. Am I better off? No, not better off with Goliath because he's not active. Better off with Craven? No, not better off with Craven. I wonder if there's a world where you move Sparky here so that you get Dagger to also go left. Sparky's only 1. Vulture's only going to be 21. Like, that doesn't feel like enough. 22 plus 2? 23? It feels like you're maybe overcommitted left here, but you might need to be. It just depends on where they play cards. How hard are they going mid versus right versus... I don't know. In a weird way, this is kind of an overcommitment left, I guess, but it does allow you to get extra rolls on your dagger, which, I mean, dagger is actually maybe the wrong target for this. Oh god, I've messed up. Oh god, I've messed up. Oh god, I've messed up. This might actually be better. Oh no, now Sparky's. Oh, I've done it again. I messed up again. But no, it actually is better. This is not actually what I wanted to do, but it is better. I'm a genius. I'm actually a clutch genius. It's good. This actually is the right thing to do. I'm gonna be totally real with you and acknowledge that I did it completely by accident. Like, just completely by accident. But I did the right thing, because this is pretty good anyway, right? Like, Heimdall Hellion's pretty good. You don't need a secondary guy here. Although I think our previous play also would have worked, because they only went to 19, and Vulture was very good at 19. Hey, Aranya! And an opponent who is fist bumping. How nice. Aranya, Craven, Dagger, Sparky. Good hand, actually, yeah. Good stuff. Craven, I mean, generally I like Craven left. Generally we like Craven left because it's good for Heimdall. Kind of stack in there later. But it's, you know, Aranya's moving stuff right at the moment. Okay, red shift right makes Dagger moving right a little interesting. Do we have any cool Valhalla plays? Not really by turn 4. I guess Cloak actually is kind of cool. You'd get 2 turns of Cloak, maybe. Oh, no. They're going to flip Eternity Range on us, aren't they? Very sad news. Yeah, I mean, maybe we just try to win Castle Blackstone then. Turn 4 is... I mean, oh, they didn't go left. Okay, nice. Very good news. Very good news. Not the biggest Dagger start. We would have preferred either Torch or Vulture here, probably. It's just better scaling for now. Oh, God. Aranya only. Aranya only. Okay. I can live with that, I guess. Dagger would have been worse, but Aranya would have been a nice roll. So, okay. Yeah, Sparky Madam Web's pretty solid. I don't know where Sparky wants to go, but I think he can kind of go wherever, really. If we do Sparky last, we can actually blink into an Alioth, Hellion, or Torch. Ghost Rider Agatha is monstrous. So nasty. Gambit goes off again. I forgot. Oh, no. Yeah, dang it. They could have done Ghost Rider here, too, by the way, and gotten another Corvus Clay, but I guess you would have ran out of cards, so probably not. Probably not a good idea. I can't blink anymore, dog. So this is the worst Dagger in history. I have 0 ways to win this game. I mean, they are like giga overcommitted right now. So like, can I just like play an Alioth and win, you know? Is that a possibility? I don't see how. Can I play a Heimdall mid and win, actually, is another possibility. 17 and 1, that's 18. That's a 15-point break point. I feel pretty good about that. So I'm actually gonna put Aranya. I'm gonna put Aranya left. I think we might need more help left. Weirdly. Oh, it's 11. Why did I say 15? That's not gonna be here. It's 11 to 3. I feel less good about, actually. Nah, maybe we need 13. That's only a 10-point break point. Yeah, I don't. This probably doesn't hold. Oh my God, they went right again. Oh, but hella, of course. That's actually fine right now. Oh, I don't think that's gonna be fine though, is it? I think, is that too big? Oh my God, wait, that's an extra body though. I think we're tying left. Am I insane? Are we tying left? We're gonna lose a tiebreaker for sure. No, we're not tying left. We're beating left. Yes. Let's go. Thank God I kept Aranya mid instead of pushing her left. Oh my God, scary. Do we rip Vitcher? Do we rip Vulture early? Vitcher, the OG god of war. Ares? Kratos? I don't know. Ooh, Dagger too. Boy. Well, I mean, if we find a Madam Web or a Cloak, we're in business. I don't know if honestly, could you win like this by just playing Hellion into Heimdall? Probably. We don't like that. We don't like that. I put these left, and you know, in hindsight, I'm looking at this Heimdall thinking, oh god, shouldn't they have gone elsewhere? I mean, at least we're, you know, well, actually they're netting more than we are here, right? We're mitigating our losses to some extent, I guess, but they gained 2. Well, no, I mean, I guess I gained 3 and they gained 2, but I lost 2 as well, so I only gained 1. Yeah, they do have a bit of a net gain there. Okay. Cloak is weird, actually, huh? I guess you actually put the Madam Web here, don't you? As long as I move Torch out, nothing's getting destroyed anyway. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, that's a fine Laufey. I don't care about that at all. Move Affliction. Good day to play this, by the way. Probably an underrated deck in general, to be honest, but a good day to play it. So I moved Dagger first, right? So that... Oh boy, hold up. I can move Cloak out. Hold it up right now, dog. And I can play Craven here. Do I like Craven better? Well, I can play Craven and Sparky. What am I talking about, dog? Move Dagger first so that Torch doesn't lose stats to Scream. These are all too... Oh, no. Torch has to be out of here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why did I think I had a whole nother turn for Torch? I absolutely don't. Crap. Is it worth it anyway? I mean, maybe it's worth it anyway. But Torch started far left for the sake of I forgot about Kingpin, but it don't matter. Oh, I also forgot about Cloak. Oh god, I could have kept Dagger left. Not that it matters, I guess. I guess I needed... Oh my god, Spider-Man. Well, now Sparky is the last card that moved. Whoa. Although Torch will be post Heimdall, so I guess I can send Torch back right. Can I win with... I think I'm gonna win. This game has gone disastrously, but I think I'm gonna win. I 100% think I'm gonna win the game. I don't know for sure, but Craven Heimdall left is pretty good, and Torch going right is pretty good. I mean, is there like an Ajax or something big? I mean, they are playing in the right spot for the power output there. We are kind of getting some debuff stats, like Craven's mitigating that to some extent, but I'm definitely going to hold... Oh, I forgot about Kingpin. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, though. We're going to 16, so that's kind of... Or no, more than 16. We're going to 22. More than enough. But does 14 hold on a fresh 2 cards? Let's see. Oh, God, no! Stegron is so nasty, dude. No, that is like... Oh... God, what a 50-50 to lose, dude. What a 50-50. Either Cloak or Sparky getting hit makes us stronger left. Hey, yo, early Sparky. How fun. Ooh. Totally useless for us. Maybe if we play more cards than the opponent, it's not useless, I guess. Madam Web, sure. Maybe like mid a little better. I honestly don't know. There's probably some good logic to either spot. I bet if I really sat down and thought about it for 5 minutes, I could make an argument to player in both places. I don't have that time though in my brain. We're in real life. It turns out making a video game. No! I had a good game going. No! It turns out making a video game while having a toddler and 2 YouTube channels is not the best idea always from a time-saving standpoint, but I'm having fun though. Oh god, I gotta play. Oh god, do we play Vulture? Sure, why not? Yeah. We can do that. Ooh, Iron Fist. Okay, maybe a more bouncy move deck. I got distracted at the start of the game. I was talking to my good friend Alex Kochia, who many of you will know from Marvel Snap World. Excellent YouTuber. Nicer guy, to be honest. More excellent dude, even. I have to say, a lot of the Marvel Snap YouTube crew are good dudes in general. I think that's fair to say. Pretty good dudes. Yeah, sure, we can do this. Can we get a Sparky late? I love... Olympia's making my life so much easier recording videos, by the way. Ooh, Cloak is great for us, dude. Yes. We can actually Cloak. Rock does suck, to be honest. Sometimes it's a little harder to get space. Sparky's here. Okay. Torch, Vulture, Sparky. Actually, we do kind of want to finish on Torch, but I guess... Oh, no, we can. Yeah, we can finish on Torch. Yeah. Sparky. Oh, but I want to play Craven. Oh, I can play Craven still. Hold on. Do I want to play Craven? Yeah, I want to play Craven, right? Sparky here. You could also... If Torch is your most right card, you can also do Heimdall, we found out before, which... was lucky to get that guess right. Nightcrawler only for the opponent. Oh, kind of a weak turn. I wonder, could this be a bot? Cloak and Nightcrawler curve is weird. They are snapping me. It feels like this could be a bot. I thought the name was so robot-like that it wouldn't actually be a bot. So Torch was the last thing to move, right? That sends him in and then pushes him back right, which is good for Craven. We can go Vulture here, and then if you go Hellion left, we can move... Hellion left's not actually very good for... I guess it's not actually very good for Heimdall, but maybe neither is this. I mean, Dagger going left, I guess, is pretty good if you got a 5-point head start. But we're kind of clogging things out. You might actually be better off not playing Aranya in that case, or maybe playing Aranya far right, actually, is also reasonable, too. I hope this worked out. I kind of lost track of what I was doing, to be honest. I sort of lost track of what I was doing. I started singing the praises of Alex Kochia. This is definitely a bot, right? Like, it's gotta be. These plays don't make any sense. Oh yeah, it's definitely a bot. Yeah. Let's snap the bot on that note. I'm gonna include this game because I was too nice to people. You guys need to know how nice they are. Boy, I sure thought Torch was our last move. Okay. Did I not move Torch last? I talked about it the whole time. I planned it out and then I just didn't do it, huh? Cool. I mean, this is still totally fine. These two go left, that wins there. Torch goes mid. Torch and Craven definitely hold mid, so we can just go Aranya. And I mean, we're gonna be like too strong, right? Aren't we? But it's all good. Like, we're gonna be fine everywhere, I think. Craven, Torch mid. It's only like actually what, 12 and 7's 19 and 2 is 21. Like, that could technically be close, I guess, but I think it's all good. Actually, maybe Heimdall doesn't move, does he? Because I don't think there's space, right? Did he get the buff though? Why didn't he get buff? Didn't he still got buff? Oh, he did move. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, this was actually kind of perfect power distribution, honestly. Maybe a little weak left, I guess, if we look, but not that weak. 17's pretty good. Yeah, this is a nice one. It's gonna pollute my stats because I'm 99% sure that was a bot.